pay me what you owe me. I got tired of wasting time, so I just went and bought a Rolex.
Well, Dallas!
Happy New Year, man.
You against the plug on my medical they shoot. Man, they tripping, bro.
When it comes to the he say, she say stuff, man, you might want to keep your thoughts to yourself and think twice on what you putting on record. It's not doing too much waiting till the facts get presented. We all might think one thing, but until it's in black and white, your thoughts don't mean nothing. And that's important. Because you'll have situations where you can get a man killed for something he ain't do, put a target on their back, or even get somebody hammed up by local law enforcement. You know, on the first day of 2026, for those who don't remember, one of our first videos we did this year took place in Texas. It involved the local rapper who was unfortunately gunned down at a local after-hours spot. Unfortunately, he was shot in the head. Not to mention, it was on surveillance, and out the gate, something seemed off. Now we'll later go over that surveillance footage once again, but I remember hearing a man.
But y'all dudes garbage. Like y'all don't even fight no more. Y'all don't even get in a blender and mix it out no more. Y'all rather just try to sneak somebody or like whack somebody from behind. Y'all even do drive-by cause y'all scared. Like y'all lame, bro.
Really asked the person who was displaying the video to delete it. But why would you delete it if someone you didn't know killed your man? But then soon after
that part, if you his best friend, why would you ask somebody to delete the video? Me? That's my partner. I'm bringing it in. I don't give a damn. Don't do nothing around me. Cause one, I'm not going down for nobody. I'm not doing no 20 to life. I ain't doing none of that. And if I can help my partner, bro, run me that video.
This theory floating around that the Mexicans did it. People who wasn't even there, insinuating that they was told that that's who shot him, that's who killed him. And in most people's heads, according to the video, after the initial report would say, worst case scenario, that was self-defense, based on seeing Zeke run towards the alleged perpetrator. But then 3 weeks after his demise, his family, friends, and fans would get a major update. It wasn't the Mexicans. It was his best friend, a man who not only allegedly did it, but soon after went to Instagram to make a daddy.
He looked like he'll like ran over you. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll just dog you, step on you. He looked like he a yomp ass nigga.
Vacation post. And I'll let you decide on how you feel about that. And nonetheless, it's important that I present what's been presented to the public thus far. Because this goes to show you, not everything you hand on social media is to be trusted. Even when people do tell you they had a reliable source. Because as we all know, unless it's in black and white, whether it's the truth or not, that's all we can go by, unless we was physically there. So in this video, we're going to talk about what happened once again. But we also going to go over the new updates. Identify who this man is, his new charges, when did he get arrested, how did he get arrested, and what happened between Zeke losing his life up until now, including a controversial GoFundMe that was made on behalf of his family. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Fam, in the last year or two, it's this new movement called New JUDAS. You got artists like Zillionaire Zoe, Montana 700, Head Honcho Amir, Hustle Man Q's. And as you can see in the thumbnail, even though his name wasn't mentioned, Zeke the Wizard, a man who was recently signed to FBG, the label owned by Future. This was the group on $1 Million Worth of Game podcast back in the summer of 2025 on June 15th.
$1 million worth of game, aka New Dallas, is going down. Now, this is a very special episode because usually when we come, it takes some time for us to come. But at certain times we gotta come because it's special. And what makes this special is that it's a brotherhood that makes this special, it's a unity that makes this special, and it's something going on that you don't see in a lot of communities around this neighborhood. Some young cats winning, loving each other and showing brotherhood and turning it the fuck up like they do in the New Dallas. So that's why me and Gil had to come down
and
here
all from different neighborhoods
and put some light on this. You know what I'm saying? It's real special, and you got different styles with everybody that's here. We want to start off with Amir, right?
Yeah.
How did it get popping for you?
Man, really, nigga just started rapping. But I really wasn't taking it serious for real though. Nigga just playing around with it. But then it was like, I had did my first show at Victor's. They had booked me. Really, I did it for free, you know what I'm saying? But I seen the crowd came out. Then from there, I just knew like, okay.
It's on.
You know what I'm saying? It's on. Then like I just kept dropping consistently, paying them for promo and shit. She just started going up. Then I was just like, okay, this it. Like, you know what I'm saying? When certain people start reaching out, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you the one. You gotta keep going. Woo-doo. I was like, man, I'ma just stick with it. You know what I'm saying? That's when I just started taking it serious.
Who put you on the rap though?
Who put me on the rap? I've been around music, cause my pops and them, they had a label back then. Mm-hmm. And he had an artist, so I was already in the studio as a young nigga, you know what I'm saying? So when I was a kid, I'm watching 106 Apart videos. I already knew how to rap when I was young. I just didn't tell my people them. Like I went to school with Wiz. We in middle school, me and bro freestyling, you know what I'm saying? He'll tell you, I've been knew how to rap, you know what I'm saying? So it was always in me like to do the music shit.
But what motivated?
Now, as you can see, the New Dallas had a big movement headed into 2026. And as you just heard from Honcho Amir, him and Zeke had went to school together. But unfortunately, the movement would take a huge blow. On New Year's, Zeke had attended an after-hours/strip club that we talked about in the first interview, as well as going over his background. Dallas police responded to Empire Central near northbound Stemmons Freeway at around 3:45 a.m. Police didn't say exactly where the shooting took place, but a day after, video started to circulate on social media. Now I can't play the entirety due to YouTube guidelines, but I want you guys to pay close attention to what I can play.
Who recorded? You recorded? Yeah, and then the old dude who was wearing the Zillionaire Doe hoodie walked up to me and said, "Hey bro, don't record this." So I pulled it down and then I started recording right here. When the shots go off. But like, look. You see him drop right there, boom.
Oh yeah, God.
Look,
That's Z right there on my mama.
He done. And then look, they shooting.
I didn't ask, did he shot his ass?
And look, I pop out over here. And I'm like, oh shit.
At least if you did. Yeah, well,
Oh, that's my body right there. Oh, God.
Hey, he raised this video, dude. He raised his whole video.
Now fam, we're gonna pause it there. But I want you guys to check this screenshot that I took when this incident first happened. And just keep it in the back of your head. Because what do this screenshot tell you before we go over anything else? Now Zeke didn't lose his life right away. For days he was fighting. And during that time, people were speculating. And then there was the rumor speculating about what he allegedly did inside the venue. One of the main rumors was that he was throwing money in the club. Of course, it's a strip club after hours. And allegedly, another crew who was some Mexicans was allegedly offended after some money that Zeke threw had ended up hitting them. They had a verbal altercation. It then led to being outside in the parking lot of what you just saw. And that might be true. But it seems a gun was drawn. And the first shot was from behind Zeke, which led to the people who he was following to shoot back.
Man, they tripping, bro.
What the fuck? That was he on the floor.
Morning shooting that left 4 people hurt outside a nightclub. Officers were called around 3:45 this morning to the Pink House, a nightclub near Empire Central and Stemmons. We're told an argument led to 4 people being shot. All 4 were taken to a nearby hospital, one of them in critical condition.
Unfortunately, on January 5th, Dallas police said that 25-year-old Zeke Fields, also known as Z the Wizard, succumbed to his injuries.
25. Didn't even live to see 30. This the thing, man. Y'all gotta learn when to shut the f*** up. Like, y'all don't know when to bag down, bro. Like, if you want to live to see another day, bro, I get you want to prove your masculinity. I get that. But if you gonna be outnumbered and you know you got multiple guns and you don't know which way they come, boy, y'all. And I hope he was getting paid to step out, because ain't no way I'm making bread like that and I'm coming for free. Ain't no way to throw money and prove how much money I got to a stripper. I am not talking about anybody that shake their ass. Shake your ass, get your change, But ain't no way.
May he rest in peace and loving condolences to his family. And for the next 2 weeks, a lot of things went on to the public in regards to Zeke and his demise. One was his alleged best friend who made a long post on social media just 2 days after he succumbed to his injuries, which we'll later discuss. But since that's key to the closing of this story, I want us to also talk about the controversy surrounding Zeke's GoFundMe that was made on behalf of his mom. Now, the first thing the public noticed was the amount. $100,000 was asked to be raised. And of course, a lot of people pointed out his friends, the New Dallas, and a well-known figure from that area had spoke up, who was manager of the Mo3, Rainwater, and called them out. He received some flack, and he also received some praise. But before we hear what he had to say, I want us to check out what Zeke's mom had to say, as she responded to the online antics, even questioning was it real, based on a request amount. She wrote, "Hello to all my family members, friends, and colleagues, and whoever else is in my son's circle of associates. Let me just clear up something about the GoFundMe. It's real, not a host. And very near and dear extended family member to me and my immediate family has started this fund in Z's honor. So please be respectful and do your part by either supporting the funds or keeping your mouth shut. If you don't hear from my immediate circle, please don't be rude and getting into it with people. Support his legacy. Again, this is real." And at that point, Rainwater had went to social media and spoke up against the New Dallas, I guess shaming them because of the GoFundMe. Make sure y'all leave y'all thoughts on that as well. But check out his comments.
The funeral paid for. All the money going to his mama. If the funeral paid for, what's the point of a GoFundMe? Hey, it was a tragic situation when India and a girl was out and they got in a car wreck and one of the women died. Now, her kids are left with no mamas. Another situation when 4 girls was in the car and they got in a car crash. Now, they family got to speak about how they go pay for the funeral. You understand what I'm saying? It's a woman dying for cancer right now, and her kids might have to go to foster care and CPS because they don't have no family members. But y'all mad at me because talking about a rapper that's trying to do $100,000 to pay for a funeral. See, it wasn't even about the mamas. It was about the around. See, y'all made it cool to walk around with $100,000, $200,000 and talk about trap, buying Louis Vuitton. Now, when the pressure on, what y'all gonna do? Y'all just forgot to talk about the aftermath. See, it was cool when my partner died, and it was entertaining for 5 years. But now, the pressure on y'all. When I say New Dallas was over, all y'all did was talk about trapping. I ain't seen one hit, no plaques. Y'all ain't even on Rolling Loud. But y'all called my phone, Montana, talking about how you gonna say New Dallas over? How you New Dallas over? People talk about the Cowboys and LeBron James all the time. I ain't say nothing personal about y'all. How you grew up on Beltline just like me. All I spoke about is the music is trash. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all, I could tell who was raised by daddies and who wasn't. Y'all ain't get out your feelings. Get your mind on your money. You know, your partner ain't even in the ground good. Y'all was on conference call talking about how y'all finna split up a song. That's gonna come out. Ain't grieving.
That was that on that. But it seemed I made a mistake. I mentioned that Zeke's best friend had went to Instagram to voice how he messed up about losing his best friend. Just 2 days after he lost his life, well, it seemed it was only one. A man identified as Mob Damo, January 6, 2026, went to Instagram and said the following. Bro, where do I stop? Nigga, you been my real friend for 20 plus years. We used to walk to school together in first grade. That's how far back we go. I speak for everybody when I say this. You heard us. Forget the city. You was networking and impacting other lives across the world. You been a one, and you knew that. You wanted me to rap, so that's what I'm gonna do. You been on my ass since I came home this time. And I just wanna say as a brother/friend, I appreciate all the times, advice, sacrifices you made for me and the team. I don't think I'll ever be okay or able to shake this. Ain't nobody as genuine, caring, and loving as you, bruh.
Since I got out.
That you encountered, you gave them they flowers and showed love towards whatever they did. Go get your rest, brother. We got mama, the girls, and both of your daughters. You taught me so much, and I can keep going. But know that I'm FBG living for this MLB4E business. Hashtag believe that. Long live the Wiz. MLB4E, FBG4E. Now, the first thing after his man had lost his life after the family pulled the plug was him going to rap is alarming in itself. And the fact that the world didn't know at that moment, the first week into 2026, that 2 weeks later, he would be the man identified in the video we just checked out and shared the screenshot as the man who shoot behind Wiz the Wizard. And on January 20th, 2026, Damian Robertson, aka Mob Damo, would get arrested. 24 years old, Dallas PD said the U.S. Marshals and Task Force had arrested him in connection with the shooting. And here's the key note. He was charged with murder.
Man is now facing a murder charge in connection with the shooting death of Dallas rapper Zachary Fields, known commonly as Z the Wizard. Dallas police are saying 24-year-old Damian Robertson was arrested by U.S. Marshals. Fields was killed outside the Pink House, Dallas on New Year's Day. 4 others were also shot.
Well, there you have it, fam. So we head out of here.
My thing, why the hell you was behind him anyway?
Zeke, and love and condolences.
You know, it could have been an accident of him, you know, trying to blaze back. But, bro, either way, if it was you that hit him, and if they could see clearly that yours was right at his head, and you went straight to rapping and holding up money, see, that's why I rock by myself. And stay in the damn house. I don't be giving nobody no opportunity. Cause baby, you gotta keep your head on the swivel. And I got a little bitty neck. Since I gained all this weight, baby, I can't move my neck like that no more. So I be damn. Okay? Y'all drop down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this.